Yeah, when I choose a spouse, when I make a choice, when I look at a woman and I say that's the woman I decide I want to be with, whether it happens or not, I don't know. But when I make a choice, the reason I make the choice based on I see it's a lot of things. Like, remember, you can be in a relationship and still be lonely. You could be sleeping in the same bed and be lonelier than anybody in any kind of isolation anywhere. Okay, because it's billions of people on Earth. Technically, nobody's alone. All right. So when I make a choice on a spouse, it's based on the fact that I ask myself, can this person help me? Will I let this person help me? Because you not only it doesn't matter if a person can help you, will you let them help you? Okay, so will I let this person help me? Will I be able to help them? Will they let me help them? What could I be supportive of them? If anything is going on there, like guys, I'm scanning. Like I scan the person's whole uh, personality. I'm telling you, I've met a lot of people in my life. I'm just able to scan. I got a really good scanning system, and it's very extensive. So like if I see a woman, and I straight up tell her like I desire to date you. It's for real. It's for real. Sometimes I get confused, and sometimes I'll put out diversions. But the person will know, whoever I decide to choose, they will know they will know I'm serious. They'll know on a soul level that I'm serious. Uh, I scan this woman, and I see, will I allow her to help me? Will she allow me to help her? Can we actually be there for each other even through tough times? Um, what would it be like being around this person every day, right? Personality wise, can I learn something from this person? Can I be around the people that she's around? Uh, could those people she's around tolerate me? Um, what else? A lot of variables. Of course, I gotta like the way she looks. You know. Then you gotta think about, well, how would she look if she gained a little weight? How would she look if she lost a little weight? You gotta think. I think about all this stuff. All of it. All of it matters. What else? Let me see. I think there's a couple more points I want to bring up about it. What else? What else do I look for? Would the love be genuine? If you had children with this woman, would you guys produce good children? Would y'all produce good children? Will the children love their mother? Will the children love their father? Will the mother and father be supportive of their children? Will the children be supportive of their mother and father? Yes, guys, I look at all that, and you say, well, some of that you just can't figure out. Well, I'm pretty intuitive these days. Let's just say I can. And then of course you get a little nudge from the spirit to, you know, throw out your fishing rod, put the bait on there, and see if you can, see if you can reel it in. That's all you can do. And these days too, it's not a lot of time for dating, thanks to inflation. And you come from a system where you're not part of a religious group and stuff like that, and the groups, it can be kind of hard to, fit in and to be accepted, when you're trying to look for a mate and stuff like this. Okay, so I think I didn't said about everything. Give me one second, y'all. Hold on. It's just mainly an energy. I was talking to y'all about the energetic thing. I do an energetic scan of an individual, and I say, can you put up with this person? You remember, sometimes we'll be talking about, sometimes people be getting into these marriages, and you end up finding out that all you doing is babysitting somebody. And the reason that you fell into that was because you were afraid to be alone. So you end up just being around somebody who you really don't like. I think a lot of people fell into that trap with marriage and stuff like that. But no, I'm not gonna fall into that trap. That's why I waited so long. Because I'm not gonna. Y'all know the word. I'm not gonna commit until I know for sure that something can be good for me and for the other person. Again, it's a mutual thing. I'm scanning this individual based on a mutual give and take perspective. And so when I find that person, and then I tell that person that Hopefully they can see where I'm coming from and maybe it'll be reciprocated. I don't know. Only God knows. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.